Welfare Americans freak as food stamps get completely cut off this week and threaten crime. Well, let's see this.
I can't believe this, man. How am I finna go hungry in America? No way. You tell me we got drive-thrus on every corner and I'm still supposed to starve? That don't even make sense. Look at this, look at this. I gotta stretch a meal like it's the Great Depression or something. Nah, bro, not me.
Wow, there's barely anybody here.
This is great.
Holy crap.
What's up, guys? Spenny. Legendary Supreme Court Justice Antonin Scalia once wrote in a dissenting opinion on the welfare state that welfare creates giving without love and receipt without any gratitude. And hot damn,
I 100% agree,
this
man.
whole EBT cards getting cut debate. Do we ever see that? I've never seen so much entitlement and ingratitude.
I think that ingratitude is one of the major issues right now. It's like one of the pillars of our societal decline, actually. I think it is very like it is a very overlooked aspect. I think it is one of the most important.
From people who might need to skip a meal here and there. You know what I mean? Like people who could hit the treadmill perhaps instead of the buffet line a little bit, if you know what I mean. Ladies and gentlemen.
But those buffets are cheap as fuck. What do you mean? You know, buffets are like, dude, what you do is you just don't eat for the whole day and then you go to a buffet and you totally get your money's worth, man. That's what you do.
And the internet is crashing out because of the government.
Anyone else do that? You just don't eat the whole day. This is what I used to do, man. Like me and my mom would just not eat. This is like when we didn't have that much money. We just wouldn't eat all day. And then we go to the hometown buffet and just go like fucking ham. And then we're good for like the next day too. At least like one meal. So you can skip like an entire meal the next day. It's like 4 or 5 meals in one. You just go fucking crazy, basically.
Shut down, EBT and food stamps are going to get cut. Now, Democrats love this.
Nowadays, though, that's not how I utilize the buffet. The way I utilize buffets now is I go to a buffet to try cursed combinations that you normally couldn't have. Because, you know, if you go to a restaurant, you get like one thing, right?
A recent interview, Democrat Senate leader said this.
Shutdowns are terrible. And of course, there will be, you know, families that are going to suffer. We take that responsibility very seriously. But it is one of the few leveraged times we have.
It is one of the few leverage times we have for suffering families, which hot damn, are they ever suffering? I'm not sure, again, any of these people are really starving, but you know what I'm saying. These are individuals who are complaining that their food stamps are being cut. Now, let's go ahead and watch some of
Look at how fucking angry and entitled they look. Like every single one of them. Holy shit,
Let's go ahead and watch some of the workers who work at Walmart, for instance, talk about what it's like to get people in.
I remember when me and my mom had no money, we purposely didn't get any of this like kind of food stamp assistance, even though we totally could have. We didn't specifically because we wanted to we didn't want to do it basically because it leads to like this kind of attitude.
Stamps. Like, do you operate like that? Is this how it works when you go to the grocery store? Are you able to load up carts?
This, y'all.
This many carts?
Why. This is why. This is why. Cause what?
For free?
3 carts full.
All right, I'm gonna analyze this shit.
This is why.
I can't actually tell what. Wait, is that like any cousins?
This is why.
That looks like a Hungry Man.
This is why.
Yeah, these are really expensive. These Hungry Mans. These are like $5 each for like a meal. That's pretty expensive, honestly. I'd say that these are honestly like a luxury. These like kind of like frozen meals. Like for me, these I eat these when I like don't have time to eat anything else. They're kind of a luxury.
3 carts full, y'all.
This is your food stamp.
Applesauce. Wait, is that fucking dog food?
3 carts full, y'all.
Dude,
this is your food
is
stamp.
that dog food? Dude, you should not be able to. Dude, there's like more Hungry Mans in the cart too. Dude, you should not be able to have a fucking pet. Like maybe a hot take. I don't think you should be able to have a pet, like have a luxury thing like a pet if like you can't even pay for your own food. How the fuck are you supposed to take care of a pet in like a way that like they're actually like and actually give your pet like a good life if you can't even take care of your own life? Doesn't make any fucking sense to me. Like, am I wrong for saying that, chat? Like, is that a bad thing to say? That like you should not be getting a fucking dog if you can't even handle yourself.
Who's gonna say?
That one's a hard sell to the emotional mind. I mean, I mean, I guess it's the problem is that I guess it is kind of an emotional thing. The counter argument to that would be very emotional, but like, where's the break in my logic? It makes sense. You can't take care of yourself. Why should you take care of why should you take care of another creature? Like, it doesn't make sense.
Yo, they didn't even buy it, and that's what making me even more.
It's for the kids. You should be feeding your kids fucking good food rather than getting a fucking dog. Like, what the hell? Like,
Oh man.
I never had a dog. I don't know. Get a goldfish. Goldfish are way cheaper. Like, what the? Get a goldfish. You need a dog, like, bro.
And everything won't even rung up yet, yo. $1,013.
Look at that.
Guys, it is of my opinion. 1 second. It is of my opinion that if you can't take care of yourself enough to the point where you require to forcibly take money from other people because you're incapable of living to that point of surviving. You're incapable of surviving to the point where you have to literally take shit from other people, that you basically should not be indulging in luxuries. That's what I think, basically. Until you like it should be a fire under your ass to basically better your life condition. It doesn't make sense to me that like you would be partaking in these kinds of like expensive luxuries like pets. I really think so. And if you're like, oh well, well, how about toys for my kids? Like, well, do my kids not deserve toys? I'll fucking make them out of cardboard. What the hell are you talking about? Use your fucking imagination. You know what I mean? Like you gotta innovate. You gotta like learn how to like make do with what you have. And I think like this mentality, Torg, thank you so much for the bets. The trick is quite a few people on food stamps and welfare aren't as poor as they pretend to be. There was a guy that dealt drugs pretending to beg. He had an expensive apartment across town in the river where he begged. Yeah, dude. Like, if you set up a system that is easily abusable, it will be abused because of human nature. And I think a lot of these people don't understand human nature. Man, they could buy food for a whole month, while I can barely afford food for a week. Caesareans, dude, like, people need to learn how to make do, I think. The problem is when you give them free shit, they don't learn that. They learn to expect it. And I'm gonna guess that that's where this video is gonna go. Is that we're gonna get an entire video of fucking screaming people saying that they deserve to like get free shit, basically. And they're gonna be mad at like everyone. They're gonna be mad at society. They're gonna be talking like from an entitled perspective that like they're gonna that how dare we stop giving them shit. And that's kind of what I mean. Like, it's creating this entitled mentality that by their mere existence that they deserve the stuff that people give them. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing to give people stuff. Okay, chat. I'm not saying that charity is wrong. I'm not saying it's good to help your neighbor. But what I'm saying is when you do help your neighbor, they should have a little bit of fucking gratitude, that they should understand that they don't deserve any of it. And that the only reason that they're getting it is from the goodness of our own hearts. They should be thankful, incredibly fucking thankful. And I hate this entitled, like, yeah, give me some stuff. I deserve it anyway. I hate this mentality. This is like the worst shit that we have in society right now.
This is why I be mad at work. This is why I don't want to work on the first, or the second, or the third, or the fourth.
Do you get free cards, food like this?
Fucking Gatorades, bro.
People don't work.
What is this, man? Like, okay, Gatorade. Okay, the only reason I could see you buying Gatorade, there's only one reason to be buying Gatorade if you're like, you're on welfare or whatever, is if your job actually involves like really, really hard physical activity. Like you're a fucking, you're a construction worker or something like that, because then Gatorade can be very beneficial to like actually helping you do your job. So like in that case, like maybe Gatorade is okay. So this is pretty cheap. This like kind of cup of noodles. Hot Pockets are not that cheap actually. Anything frozen is not that cheap.
I've lived in neighborhoods. I've lived in impoverished neighborhoods.
Like these Hungry Mans are like luxury.
Was born dirt poor.
These aren't even like the cheap ass fucking Banquet, like red box, like red box Walmart ass fucking Michelina's like green box spaghetti like cheapo frozen meals. Hungry Mans are fucking luxury, dude. That's like the good shit, basically. That's even more expensive than Marie calendars, man. What the fuck?
I was
Am I wrong? Guys, I know about this shit because I was poor.
Absolutely nothing I've been dead broke for most of my life. I have spent many nights where I wasn't sure where the next meal was going to come from, how I was going to afford groceries.
Dude, my dad would be like, Leaflit, what do you want for your birthday? And I'm like, can I get a Costco box of corned beef or Spam, please? Or Vienna sausages? That'd be what I would get, man.
Or even the dollar store.
Fucking hell,
menu,
dude.
The dollar menu at McDonald's went back when they used to have one.
Dude, God bless freaking cans of Spam and Vienna sausages, man. Holy shit, they're so good.
And living like this is just utterly foreign to me until I moved into a really poor neighborhood, but an established poor neighborhood in the ghetto in DC. And I lived there and I realized something, that this is a lifestyle that is passed on. And they've learned tricks.
Costco rotisserie chicken? Yeah, dude.
These families have learned tricks as to how to cheat and game the system. And they actually have no idea how else to live. Welfare has been such a cancer
I agree,
on our
Manny.
society. It led to the destruction of people finding the will to go out and actually.
What's going on here? Roast turkey, Hungry Man roast turkey. See, $5.29. Do you see what that means, chat? These are expensive. $5.29 for like a Hungry Man roast turkey. That's really expensive. Yeah, Hungry Man Salisbury steak, $5.29. These are on sale too. These ones are hella good though. These Hungry Man select fried chicken. These are hella good. Honestly, the best one right now is the best fried chicken is the Mega Meats fried chicken. Is the best one, and it comes with like the green onion mashed potatoes. That's the best one right now. And that one's like about $4, $4.50-ish or something like that. I have like 2 in the freezer right now. I only eat those in like absolute emergencies when like I really am hungry, but like I don't have time to like make anything.
To make something of themselves.
All I know is
so they
if
complain
I don't
like
receive
this.
my benefits this month, the food stamps.
What are you gonna do?
For the motherfucking shop rate.
What'd you say? What?
All I know is
so they
if I
complain
don't
like
receive my benefits this month.
I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it.
The food stamps. I feel bad for the motherfucking shop rate.
What? What? You feel bad for the fucking shop and like what, all the people who gave you fucking money? Get the fuck out of here.
I will just be rolling my cart out that bitch like I paid for it.
You paid for what? You gonna steal it?
Well, I guess the card just didn't work this month. It worked.
This is what I'm fucking talking about, chat. This is what I'm talking about. Give me my free shit. No, you know what? There's no money for your free shit this time. Well, I'm just gonna fucking take it then. How about go fucking work? How about you go work your ass at McDonald's, bro?
Next month. I owe y'all now, I guess.
The reaction has been, I'm just going to steal.
I'm cutting off food stamps right before Thanksgiving.
This, by the way, Chad, this thing pisses me off the most. Fucking Julio, shut up, bro. You're
Bad
so
and all,
stupid.
but my people ran out of stores with the cart full.
If you steal, you can get free food in jail? Yeah, okay. What do you think are the odds they're going to actually put any of these people in jail?
Bet it's going to be some turkey on my plate.
Wait, what?
I'm just going to steal.
I'm cutting off food stamps right before Thanksgiving, bad and all, but my people ran out of stores with the cart full. I bet it's going to be some turkey on my plate. Ham, mashed potatoes, greens.
That is all luxury food. You don't deserve any of it. And when the fucking when the churches and their little food drives, the supermarkets, they give everybody those Thanksgiving meals, you should be fucking thankful. Can you imagine? Like, I can't even chat. I can't even imagine acting like this. Being like, give me free shit, and if you don't, I'm gonna fucking do whatever. I'm gonna steal all your shit if you do it. I can't even imagine. I can't even put myself like in those shoes of like ever acting like that. I would be sad for sure, but I'd be like, I should have worked harder or something, or maybe times are tough or something. Like, the fuck is this, dude?
Dress and it's gonna all be there. Don't worry about it.
Yo, Trump, you a New Yorker, man. Don't do us New Yorkers like that, you heard? Nah, but serious? If we deny the whole America food stamps, bro, it's gonna be a problem. Walmart, get ready.
Walmart, get ready.
New York City, we got C-Town, Pioneer, Key Food. Get ready. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You know what's fucking hilarious though, chat, if you think about it? Like, these people that are acting like this are literally like the barbarians from like thousands of years ago. If you think about it, like you have like the little town, the little village of like people in their like little village, and they're fucking farming, and it's like, oh, like it's the harvest time, right? They're literally the barbarians from like the ancient era. Basically, you have that little town, you have like all the families, and the entire farm is like farming the whole time. And then they're like, let us like stockpile our grain and our vegetables. We'll put it in the cellar. We'll be ready for winter. And then the people who like didn't do fucking jack shit and they're not ready for winter. Winter hits and they're like, well, time to fucking go to the other town and steal their shit because we have nothing. They're literally that, dude. They're literally like we got nothing because we were like too fucking stupid to think about what to do, and then they fucking go in and raid somebody else for their shit. Yeah, dude, like actually they're like the modern version of it. Like the literal like 2025 barbarian like you're playing Civ and you have the fucking barbarian camp like sitting outside of your walls and they keep fucking raiding you for your shit. They keep trying to like sack your cities. They're literally that, but like in 2025. Recently, reverse. Thank you so much for the sub. Thank you. Hi, dude, for sure, for real. Are you saying that minorities are barbarians? These minorities are. Obviously, it has nothing to do with them being minorities. It's completely. It's divorced. Being a minority and being barbarian they're completely divorced. You can be both at the same time, or you can be not both at the same time. It doesn't matter. It's not even like a part of it. I know you're fucking trolling, but it's not even like it has nothing to do with the other, basically, in terms of like outside of statistical probability. It has nothing to do with each other.
It's gonna get lit. BJ's, Costco's, get ready. What is wrong with you? You think we just gonna stay still? Hell no. Hell no.
You do not get, guys, beggars do not get to be choosers. They do not, and they should not be able to be choosers.
For a fact. Excuse me. If they take EBT, what you do?
He's walking and got shortness of breath. Dude, I'm getting shortness of breath fucking watching this video.
You don't know. For me, but we gonna loot. We gonna get fucking crazy, right?
You hear this shit? If you don't give me free shit, I will loot you. Literal barbarian mentality. Where's the lie? It's literal Civ barbarian mentality.
You feel me?
Man who can barely walk down the street. Man who's hyperventilating. Looks like he's about to have an aneurysm walking down the street. About to throw a clot walking down the street. Explaining that he's going to just steal. You're just gonna steal.
Y'all want to know why I can't work? I can't work because I have kids. Not that I don't want to work.
Well, who the fuck did that? Who the fuck did that? You had kids. Where the fuck did they come from? That's some crazy stork RNG. So the fucking stork. So like you were just living in your living room. Like, I got no money. Oh fuck, this sucks. This fucking sucks. I need to get a job. I gotta go work my job. And then the fucking stork just like came over and just dropped it on your fucking doorstep. Oh shit, now I have kids. Fuck. What do I do now?
I want to work. I want a job. I want a routine. But I have kids and no support system. I moved to a completely new state away from all of my family.
You're telling me that you have no support system because you moved away from your family? No.
So that I can be in a better situation. And these are the steps and processes that I have to go through.
That sounds like a you problem.
Yup, it does sound like a you problem.
Right? Like all of this is like you have no support system.
Guys, this kind of shit is I hate this the most. Like I hate this kind of shit the most. Like the I'm getting charity and it's not enough. I hate these people.
We're your support system. Like what about this does you understand? Like the support system is the amount of obscene fraud that takes place with SNAP benefits. So a friend of mine had worked at the grocery store, the local grocery store that we had there in the ghetto where I lived. And they said that people would roll up with tens of thousands of dollars on SNAP and EBT and government benefit cards, just plunked into the account, just every single month, just like free money. All you have to do is like tick the right boxes, know the right way to.
So fucking annoying, Jody. It is, man. Pukanini, thanks for the gifts of the Frogan. Oh, Frogan would love my stream. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Navigate the system. The cards were being sold on the open market. It's like an entire black market for this stuff, like it's an entire criminal enterprise. People were trading and swapping cards. I mean, it was what I witnessed there. It was makes you want to end the entire.
The thing is when you have like just being real here. So like even if in the case where she did have kids and like, you know, like maybe you could say that like, you know, it's too late, it already happened. Obviously I don't believe in abortion. So it's like it's too late, it already happened. Like basically you could have a system in which like, you know, if you lived with like your parents, right? Or you live near your parents, you can, maybe the grandparents can take care of the kids while you're working. Like there are options here. There's just options that they don't like.
Program. New York law enforcement recently uncovered 66.
People need to understand that sometimes in life, you have to do things that you don't want to do. Well, that's not completely true. You either have to do things you don't want to do or find a creative way around it. That's it. Those are the two options really.
$6 million in criminal schemes involving USDA employee. Ohio, 3 Columbus residents were recently charged in connection with a $600,000.
Yeah, you have to watch Mob Leaf. I mean, Mob's not even on the list, so.
$1,000 SNAP theft ring. Goodness. New York, by far the state with the most reported SNAP benefits theft, with 150,000 claims made between 2023 and 2025, totaling more than $80 million lost by SNAP users. California had 86,000 claims and $38 million down the drain.
Holy fuck.
Maryland, this would be where I was living, had $24 million lost to SNAP criminal schemes.
Yeah, because of human nature. If you set up a
situation,
if you set up a situation where it's abusable, then it will be abused. That's basically it. If people can cheat, they will. In every single case.
My heart. There's no EBT next month. What is this pumpkin man doing, bro? Why the fuck we gotta starve on Thanksgiving? Are you dead ass, pumpkin man? It's like, yo, it's just like you gotta like, why the fuck there's no EBT next month? Why the fuck November though? It couldn't be January, Feb, March it?
So go to, I don't know, time to hit up the food bank or your local church that has like Thanksgiving giveaways. And you might get canned food, but you know what? It is what it is. And that some of that canned food is good stuff. I eat canned food even now.
I can't. You know how cheap it is actually to go on, like, you know what I did? You know, and there's so many of these videos, so many of these crash out videos, and everyone results in the same thing. We're just gonna go steal everything. Like the reaction, if I don't get, you know, you can see why the government does it. It's literally like paying off the mob. If we don't get our free government benefits, you see what the entitlement state does? You see what the entitlement welfare state does? If we don't get free government benefits, we're just going to riot and steal everything.
Because when you create a sense of entitlement that like they deserve it, then yeah, well, obviously like you can steal it because you deserve it, right? You deserve it. It belongs to you.
You saw it in the Antifa BLM riots of 2020.
Yeah, around Thanksgiving, you can get turkeys from food banks. Yeah.
20. We'll just riot and steal everything.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, dude. If you really want your fucking Thanksgiving dinner, dude, and like you're like, I'm too poor to like afford Thanksgiving dinner, your ass can go to fucking KFC and get a fucking 2 sides and 2-piece chicken for like $6. And you get like a biscuit, green beans, mashed potatoes and gravy, and 2 pieces of fucking chicken for like $6. It's like 10 there. Okay, well, that's still cheap compared to like a full ass fucking turkey dinner.
We don't get what we want? Okay, we'll just burn everything down. Some grocery store employees are saying,
let me tell you something.
Enough.
Do you think that you better come up?
Yeah, I'll look right now. I'm literally gonna look right now. Okay, I'm gonna tell you how much it costs. 5-piece meal for $15. $15. 5 pieces of chicken, 2 sides, 2 biscuits, 2 drinks. $15.
And still from the Wally world, because you ain't getting no food stamps. I'm gonna call the police on you. I'm gonna call. They're on speed dial. I'm gonna call them expeditious.
That's not even like that cheap either. Like I can probably find cheaper if I use coupons. Let me check Popeyes. 2 pieces of chicken, 2 regular size, and a biscuit, $6 at Popeyes. $6 right there. 2-piece chicken, 2 sides, biscuit, $6. There you go. There's your fucking there's your Thanksgiving meal. Literally right there. I didn't even look at the deals. Menu. How much is a turkey? Yeah, you can get a turkey at Popeyes? What the fuck, bro? How much that cost? Oh, right here. Spend $10 and get 2. Okay, so this actually stacks with the box meal I said about earlier. So box meal $6, 2-piece chicken, 2-piece chicken, 2 sides, biscuit, right? And then if you spend $10, you get a free chicken sandwich or 2 pieces of chicken or 6 wings with the app. So you just buy 2 of those, right? And then you get the extra 2 pieces. Is that 6 pieces? 6 pieces, 6-piece chicken, 4 sides, 2 biscuits for $12. It's that fucking easy.
I don't care. I don't.
On the app, you always use the app, by the way. If you're buying fast food without a coupon, you're doing it wrong, basically. You should always use coupons when you're buying fast food.
Why don't you go work?
Never pay full price.
Like at scale. Like I'm aware that like everybody has their own little things, but like why don't you just go work? The taxpayer.
I told you guys, dude. I know all of these tricks because I used to have no money. So I would like do. You want to know another strat I've been using that like I was telling my friend about it because like so there's like this restaurant, there's like this steak restaurant, right? And my friend was like, wow, that place is really expensive. And I'm like, yeah, I get 20% off every time I go here. He's like, how the fuck do you get 20% off every time you go to that restaurant? I'm like, bro, I go to Costco and I buy the fucking gift cards. So if you didn't know about this strat, at Costco, they have gift cards for restaurants. And if you spend $80, you get $100 of gift cards. So I only go to restaurants when I can like use those gift cards. Then I save 20% off of everything. Yeah. And then that stacks with other discounts. So like if the store has a deal, like with a coupon or like a promotion, normally coupons and promotions don't stack with each other, but they stack with gift cards because gift cards are basically cash. So if you get the deal at Costco to get like cheaper gift cards, that stacks with the coupon. So you end up like saving like, 30, sometimes 40% off of your meal. It's really good. Can you get banned using this? What? How could they possibly ban you? Gift cards are just cash. So how could they possibly ban you for it, right? So like every time like they have these special gift card events, I always just buy a bunch of gift cards and then like I'm good for like eating out for like a while.
Work for us.
One time I bought $500 worth of gift cards because it was like a giga sale and like I knew I was gonna always eat at this place, so I just eat there for well, not for free, obviously I paid for it, right? But then like I paid. It's basically I'm looking ahead, right? Because I'm like, okay, I can see myself eating at this place over the next 2 years or whatever, so I'll just buy a bunch now and then
work for me. They got to help me feed my kids. I need EBT, yo. I'm not working for nobody. That's what it is.
I ain't working for nobody.
This is why it's called a literal entitlement program.
Yep.
Complete meltdown. So we're just going to steal. We're just going to rob. How I'll sleep when Trump cuts EBT. No job, middle class.
So fucking true, man. Holy shit. How many of you guys are feeling this picture right here, man? So fucking true, man.
No job, middle class.
That's because middle class is paying for all of basically you pay for everybody else's shit.
Isn't that just perfect? Yes. And you wonder why there are so many criminal aliens that want to come here. But without my EBT card, I'll starve.
Holy shit.
Ugh. What a mess. EBT recipients are promising to steal food and commit violence if the cards get cut off. Maybe we should abolish food stamps. Ohio woman who works at a grocery store claims Haitian migrants are showing up with $13,000, $29,000 on these cards. Americans can't afford groceries.
Fucking ridiculous, man.
The sheer amount of videos filmed on $2,000 iPhones.
Just fucking cough that out.
Self-reporting that they will be turning to crime in 10 days rather than to get a job when their EBT card gets paused makes me more convinced than ever that these programs must be ended. Keep the government shut down, says the quartering. You got a real problem in this country. There's a parasitic class. It's just like
the thing is, to be honest, like if you're the type of if you not this type of everybody. I mean, I feel like everybody here would actually care about minorities. If you actually care about minorities, you would want to get them off of this entitlement because it's bad for their souls and it's bad for like any sort of advancement. It basically keeps them in perma-stuck in like a bad state.
Wild how much social media just sort of exposes this.
So I say it from like the most loving angle that I could, that like this is bad. This is bad for the soul, basically.
There's a parasitic class that just doesn't want to work and doesn't want to pay into the system. It
creates a slave class. Yes, but it's not them. Does that make sense? It's kind of weird. It does create a slave class, but it's not them because they're not working. And a lot of them refuse to work, as you've seen in the video. I didn't know I work solely to pay for the laziest acts of shit to get free food. As the tweet said, I thought I mainly worked to better my life. Yeah, exactly. And this is why I'm against these kind of things. This is why, like I said, like the government this is why I say the government is shit and they waste your money. Think about the kind of shit that you can do with your life without the government being a literal fucking parasite, like sucking off your leg, basically. Like it's crazy. Even with like 20% more, even with 20% more, like think of the things that you could do with 20% more to like better your life.
That they steal from.
20% more is like a house for some people. That's like being able to save up for a down payment. That's what 20% is.
On a daily basis. And that is what it is. Because when you're an able-bodied man and you're an able...
Shamek says it kills you as a black person who just works and barely eats. Yeah, man. It's really bad. It's just bad all around.
Bodied woman, it actually doesn't... The responsibility of your sustenance and your work and providing for your home, your kids, like that responsibility.
Because the thing is, it's not even like this affects everybody. Everybody that works hard. It's not even like a race thing. Everybody that works hard is affected by this. Is affected by the fucking leeching of everybody else, basically, that does this kind of shit. And that's not to say that there aren't people that actually do need the help. Like there's definitely people that they got fucked up or something, and like I don't know, like you say like you're like you're a veteran or something, or you just I don't know, you like broke your legs or something and you actually like need some help. Like there are people that need help like that, right? My take on it's the same, is that I don't like the government being the person to give that help. I'm not saying they shouldn't get help. I'm just saying I don't like it being the government, because the government doesn't know what the fuck they're doing. Like if there's one thing that's certain in life aside from death and taxes, it's that the government doesn't know how to do anything right.
Does fall on you. That is your responsibility. If you don't work, you don't eat, it says in Psalms and Proverbs. There's something biblical and important to working and feeling that responsibility and feeling that weight. If you can go out and just like procreate and create families, or worse, you just don't do anything and you're just playing video games all day, smoking weed, watching porn, and you feel like it's somebody else's job to entitle you, pay your rent, fill your fridge, you're going to live a terrible life. You're going to contribute absolutely nothing.
You know what we should do, chat? I'm thinking about it. Hold on. I'm thinking, is this a good idea? What if, I don't know how you would enforce this, but what if you permabanned everybody that was on welfare and they got permabanned from using the internet until they got out of it? I feel like there needs to be something like that, like some kind of incentive to like actually stop doing it. Like you lose something until you like, or if you take the benefits, you lose something until like you stop taking the benefits. There needs to be something like that, man. Like I don't know what it is, you know?
Nothing to society. And you can't have a functional society like that. Eventually the scales tip enough where people are like, why am I even working?
Yeah, it would require internet ID. That's fucking true. It's just a funny thought. I don't know like what it could be though, but I feel like there being some kind of consequence as far as like some kind of restriction that you have in order. I don't know what that is, but there needs to be like something.
Working to subsidize that, right? To subsidize this. Why am I working? You know, I can barely survive. Why am I working to subsidize this? You know, what am I doing here exactly? Am I a sucker? Because I can't fill 3 carts full of groceries. I mean, that's like a matter of fact. I cringe when we go through the grocery line.
How is their groceries so, like, how big is your family? You know what I mean, chat? Like, how big is your family to have a fucking thing like that big?
With like a half full filled cart with my family.
How's that fucking possible?
I cringe because I know, it's like, you see it. It's like $100, $200, $250, you know, to get groceries for the week. $300 to get groceries for the week, depending on what you're doing.
Rice Krispies treats? Are you fucking kidding me, bro?
$300 to get groceries for the week.
A fucking box of Rice Krispies treats.
And you're just like, oh, I wince.
Holy shit.
And God's been good to us. And it just makes people crash out. That's what it is. It's just a massive crash out. But I like that it's being exposed. I feel like it should be exposed even more.
Yo, hear me out, chat. They should make it that if you're on welfare, like 80% of that stuff has to be like fresh food. Has to be like, you know, fucking celery and like fucking potatoes or something. Like 80% of it has to be that.
Administration is exposing it and is openly talking about EBT fraud and the systems, like the systems that rig SNAP and EBT benefits.
Well, the reason why I said 80% is because there are some stuff that you need to buy with the 20%. Like there are certain things that you need.
They want to they want to ban soda and junk food from these benefits.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. If you're on welfare, you don't get to vote. I like that. We should do that one, chat. What do you think, chat? If you're on welfare or EBT, you don't get to vote. Fuck yeah.
Coca-Cola paid the lobbying arm of the NAACP to smear anyone who supported it as racist. Isn't that something? It's time for the charade to end. People are over it. Life's hard enough for people that are just trying to play by the rules. You don't need a parasitic clap.
Sure, exemption for like veterans and like disabled people, sure. Actually, hold on. I have to think about that because they're gonna fucking abuse that. Veterans, we can say for sure, yes. But I don't know about disabled people because then they might be able to abuse that. I would say a doctor has to sign off on it, but doctors are fucking also a part of this scheme. The doctors are also full of shit. So it's kind of like, veterans status can be abused. Well, in order to be a veteran, you have to like actually be actually had to have been in the military. So that's already too much for most of these people. So I think it's a good filter. Physically cannot work level disabled. Okay, but like okay, listen now. I know enough about these freaking scam ass fucking like doctors. They're gonna say that, oh, her mental condition like causes her mental condition makes it so that she can't work. They're gonna do something like that. So like you have to like think of like a absolute fucking foolproof, scam proof way. Missing limb disabled. See, I don't think that covers people who are actually disabled though. I don't know. I'd have to think about it.
Freeloaders from anywhere, but they're everywhere in this country.
Actually, you know what? I think I would globally be okay with it. With if you're taking welfare, you don't get to vote. I'm actually globally okay with that, actually, now that I think about it. You know, yeah, I'm globally okay with it.
Make it even harder and like to add to that burden.
Even for disabled people and veterans, I think it's fair.
It's time for resetting.
I think it's fair. If you're living like 100%, like if you're living mostly on the public dime, to the effect that like you can't even feed yourself, that you shouldn't be able to vote. Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Of these tables, it's time for adults to be in charge and have adult conversations with people. And it goes like this. You gotta work. You gotta work to eat. It's the way it's always been. It's the way it always should be. You gotta contribute. There's no such thing as a free...
I think it's a fair trade.
Free lunch, as they say. It's just you're paying for it. Some people...
Vets who served honorably should be able to be allowed to vote. I think ideally that would be the case. Ideally, that would be the case. I think so. Yes. Ideally, that would be the case. But like, I'm trying to think like how you would implement that. It'd be kind of hard.
People are getting free lunches. You're paying for it. And I think that needs to end. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, more thoughts on this. When you like, share, and subscribe.
We should make people do community service in exchange for welfare, honestly, says Arashi. Yeah, but see, their argument is that they can't... That actually might be pretty good. Well, the problem is, I don't know, they might, I'm trying to think, would that be good? The thing is, I'd rather have them working, like actually working, like normal working, but actually, but would that impair their ability to get work? Actually, true, that is a good point. Yeah, you could do that. You could do like community service in order to receive benefits. Yeah, you know what? Maybe that's okay. Shai says the fundamental problem with putting in place more methods to control and monitor people on welfare is it requires a huge amount of resources. Yeah, that's true too. That's true. It might not even be worth it. Like the community service thing might not even be worth it. In terms of like them having community service or being able to, because it might like take away time that they have to get a job. I don't know, man. I think this entitlement state we created is it's the worst, basically. Like we can solve all of these problems by like letting people know and be acutely aware that beggars can't be choosers. Because then the incentive to actually do anything would be to actually get stuff. Can't we just give them like, okay, hold on. Can't we just have like a community program where like we have a separate, you know how there's like, okay, chat, hear me out. You know how there's always like food waste? Like there's like those restaurants and they have like kind of leftover food. Actually, no, because then you have like legal issues with like food poisoning and stuff. Fuck. I was gonna say like a way to like repurpose a lot of like, for instance, like B grade vegetables, like those like ugly looking vegetables that nobody buys, or like cans of food that are about to expire. Like, can we just utilize giving that to those people and like exclusively that stuff as a part of these programs? Like you can't even just buy from so you can't like with the EBT card and stuff like that, you couldn't just buy from the regular supermarket. You'd have to buy from like a place that has like those kind of B grade stuff. And then the incentive for getting out of that would be to actually have a better food condition. I don't know. But then people might actually like that. People might actually be okay with that. And then they would just be permissed. I don't know, man. I don't know how you solve this. Like the problem is this is such a huge cultural issue. It's a cultural issue of entitlement. Like you should feel like, guys, This is kind of a hot take. People might get mad at me for this, but if you're taking welfare, you should feel bad. That's how I feel about it. You should feel bad. Like, yeah, you should feel bad. You should feel guilty. You should feel like a leech. Honestly, you should 100% feel like a leech, and you should be like, I can't wait till you want to create a situation in which people feel like such leeches that they can't wait to get out of it and then actually like pay it back to society. That's what they should do. Yeah, and the problem is that they don't feel that way. In fact, they feel that it's righteous. Void Kinesis, thank you so much for the prime. Thank you. The problem is that they feel that it's righteous and that they deserve it. That's the issue. Because without the shame, it just becomes a sense of pride that they deserve it for existing, and that anything that people give to them is a matter of fact. It should be shameful to be on welfare. I agree. And I agree to that. Like, you know, obviously I don't really think it's nice to be mean to people. Like, I just want to be clear. I'm woman moment, but I don't like being mean to people. But I think that the shame is good for society. Does that make sense? It boils down to it boils down to society's norms as well. It used to be that men were expected to provide. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Like, can you imagine, like, back in the day, if you were like a man who got like a woman pregnant and then she had the kids and you just said like, fuck them, I'm just gonna like walk away? Everyone would see you as a piece of shit, and they should, honestly. The old and the actually disabled get a pass. The old and actually disabled, like really actually disabled, get a pass. That one I think is a little bit sensitive, but I still think it kind of applies on a level. It's not really on the same level, obviously. So like, for instance, right? Like, I'm sure that old ladies who are bedridden and are being taken care of their families, I'm sure they're all grateful to their families. And I'm sure that they don't like being a burden. And you hear it all the time. It's always like, I'm sorry I'm a burden. And then the family's like, no, we love you, grandma. It's like, oh, it's always like that. And that's the kind of attitude that I think we need to have, right? Like, I think that's healthy. It hurts. It's not the life you want to be on. Yes, it's not. Yeah. And dude, believe me, Zayla, I feel really bad for anybody that's actually in that situation, right? And to be honest, if you are in that situation, you should be furious. You should be furious at these fucks. Like these people that are just like, that are these completely abled people that just bitch and complain about not being able to do it. Dude, you guys should be fucking furious at these people. Holy shit. I would be so mad. Majestic Squire, thank you so much for the bits. The cynical part of me thinks that there should be a more limited amount of resources. The more people there are, the less funds for each. I don't think it should be bountiful. Yeah. The problem is the government also punishes you for trying to get out of welfare. That's true. That is true. The government just sucks. It's like I said, guys. Like, if there's anything you learn from all of this, is that the government fucking sucks. They suck at everything.